Ever since Diesel had been sent to the works, Splatter and Dodge were forced by him to do his work. The two Diesels were riding roughly along the line and being careless. Splatter rolled over the viaduct and ended up derailing his trucks at Elsbridge Goods Yard, and they crashed into a signal, knocking it over. Dodge rolled over the viaduct near the switch from Thomas's branch line, which connected with the main line, and started laughing. He laughed. "You're an idiot. Are you James like you did years ago?" Splatter stayed silent. Before long, Stanley, who has become a part of the cameo crew, pulled over to the water mill and into the yards. He hit the breakdown train and immediately started clearing up the mess. "How's the nice guy on this railway?" he said calmly. "I have to state the facts. You Diesels are f***ing idiots." Meanwhile, Oliver, who was nearby at the chocolate factory, spoke up. "For such a nothing character," he smiled, "you are spitting facts." "The reason I'm such an NPC right now," said Stanley, "is because I'm a character who is getting development later down the line, and besides, we need nice guys on this island, because most of the other engines are pure assholes." "Fair enough," agreed Oliver, and he puffed away. Later that day, Duck was collecting coaches for his branch line train when suddenly Diesel rolled into Knapford. He purred proudly as he rolled in. Hello, Diesel," said Henry. "Welcome back. I know what you steamers are up to, Oil Diesel. Duck, I will get revenge on you too. Expect this. Maybe even you too, Henry. You and Duck made me look like an idiot with that tanker explosion." "Bullshit," snapped Duck. "You pushed me and Henry down that hill. Did you not see the low bridge upon setting us off the main line?" Diesel hated Duck and Henry. He wanted revenge on Duck more than Henry, so he made a plan. He went to the docks later, and spoke to Cranky after stopping at Brendam Station. "Cranky," he smirked, "I see you have the jet engine on that ship. Would you mind giving it to me? I have to take it over to the airport." "Fair enough," said Cranky, "but be warned. This time, the jet engine is much more dangerous. The fuel isn't nuclear, but is more explosive." Diesel grinned evilly, but Cranky didn't see this. The jet engine was promptly unloaded from the ship, and Diesel pulled away. Unlike Season 6, Cranky wasn't a careless ass this time, and Diesel pulled the jet engine under his own power. In case you never went on Thomas' Twitter, you'll know that Thomas loves being sent on specials. What does this add to the story? I don't know. Regardless of this filler, Diesel pulled the jet engine all the way to the top of Gordon's Hill. He saw Duck pushing a goods train from behind on the main line, and his driver, who was for some reason on board with Diesel's plan, started the jet engine. The jet engine sped down the hill and into Duck's train. As the jet engine sped down the hill, it hit Duck's train and pushed him and his train down the line. "What are you doing, Diesel?" he yelled. "You'll pay for this!" Duck's driver attempted to apply the brakes, but it was useless against the surging trucks due to the jet engine. "You are gonna be fine, Duck," said the driver. "When we get to Ellsworth on the toll booth, we'll attempt to switch onto the runway siding. Everything is gonna be okay." "Holy shit," yelled Duck as they sped into Ellsworth. "Look at that!" The switch to the runway siding was blocked by some trucks. "It's up to you now, Duck," says driver. As the jet engine slowly started to come off the rails and travel on the two lines, Duck veered off the line onto the runway siding and smashed violently into the truck. Duck had smashed into the trucks blocking the runway siding so hard he went flying onto the airport runway. The trucks piled in behind him, and the jet engine, which was traveling on two lines due to the immense speed, had smashed into a toll booth divider, exploded, and caused the whole toll booth to collapse. It was a terrible wreckage. A few Hours later, Sir Topham had arrived at the airport to talk to Duck, who was being lifted onto a flatbed truck to be taken away to the works. "The accident was not your fault," said Sir Topham Hatt. "Diesel has escaped to the mainland, and I have a feeling he'll be back someday. And when he does, I will reprimand him and make sure he gets the punishment he deserves." "Thank you, sir," said Duck. "And once you are back from the works, being repaired and given a new coat of paint, you will continue your branch line services. You are a hero for veering onto this runway and avoiding a serious crash at the toll booth. We've had one of those already, and that's all we need." "Thank you, sir," said Duck. "Now, I'm going to get help from Diesel 10 and Harvey to clear up this wreckage." Before long, Diesel 10 was busy clearing up the wreckage into some waiting trucks Thomas had prepared. And Thomas pulled them away and arranged them in a line of trucks to take to the scrapyards. Within a few more hours, Thomas, Diesel 10, and Harvey had cleared all the wreckage into waiting trucks and were preparing to take it to the scrapyards. As for Duck's trucks, which had been lifted back onto the line, Murdoch was coming to take them where they needed to go. Oh, you're a hero, Duck," said Sir Topham Hatt. "Don't ever forget that." "Thank you, sir," said Duck.